This will make you as high as 500% return on investment in the next 14 months. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to spot properties. Now, not any kind of properties, but properties that would give you the opportunity to make high return on investments. My name is Abby of Southeast, and I help investors who want to buy genuine lands and houses to make informed real estate decisions. I also help them to develop and manage their properties. I did not just stop there. I've also built a systematic process that would help them have access to exclusive real estate property deals, and that would get to them before it gets to the general public. And this is only exclusive to those who join my pool of investors that would get these offers before it gets to the general public. What I want you to do right now is to click on the link on my bio that would help you go directly to my website, where you are able to fill in your information and then you get direct access to me. Let's dive right into the video. So I'm going to show you how to make high return on investment if you pay very good attention to these things I'm going to list out right now. The first thing that would help you to spot property that will give you a high return on investment is location. When trying to find a property that will give you high return on investment, it's important to look out for locations that are close to major cities. Now, when you find locations that are close to major cities, these major cities most times are very expensive and most times really congested. And because of this congestion and how exclusive this property is, most people who cannot afford it, that understand how real estate works, find locations that are close to these major cities, and this gives them the opportunity to buy these properties at a lower price. Now, places like Shango Tedo, Ekpe, and the rest of it, you see a whole lot of people trooping in and buying into places like that because they are paying attention to something like location. Buying into those places that are close to major cities like Ekpe and Ikoyi, which is actually more expensive and more congested. It is wise for you to buy into cities that are close to major cities like that. In a place like Enugu, Transikulu used to be one of those places people call out of town or outskirts of town. And there was a time where Transikulu was selling for as low as 5 million naira. And people saw that location as a place that was not worth buying. But right now, as we speak, good spots in Transikulu sells for as high as 20 million naira upwards. And you see duplexes or luxurious houses there selling for as high as 150 million naira. These people bought into these locations when they were still in their early states and they took advantage of it. There's also another place called Nike in Enugu. And when Nike started, a lot of people did not like Nike because they always feel that Nike is far. Well, Nike started selling for as low as 500,000 naira. But now you see properties in Nike selling for as high as 2.5 million naira. Time happened. Or is it Owo, where the new governor hails from? Owo is now selling for as low as 2.5 million naira. And you see a lot of investors trooping into Owo and buying Owo at this early stage. These investors are who I term smart investors. And it will surprise you that they will make as high as 500% return on investment in the next 14 months. And that's a guarantee. The next thing to look out for when trying to spot a property that will give you very high return on investment is development. When buying this property, it's important to look out for schools, hotels, banks, and these are the things that would help influence the appreciation of properties in that location. A client reached out to me and told me he wanted to buy a property, a commercial property that would give him high return on investment. And he wanted a place that would give him within the shortest period of time. So because I have access to some background information that a lot of people would not tell you, I shared with him one of the major developments coming to that particular area, which was a school. So at the time, because of how the property was looking like, he actually did not believe it. But then he trusted me anyway. And he bought this property for 4.5 million naira at the time. And when this happened, we're actually the first people to buy into that place. In fact, there was just bush everywhere. And when he saw it, at first, I made a video call with him and he saw it and I'm like, no. But I told him about these major developments coming to that location and he bought the idea. He bought this property and a few months time, this school came into the location. I mean, there was a major need for housing in that location if the school comes into play. But a lot of people did not see it because they did not believe the school was going to come into the place. Bought this property and a few months time, a lot of people started looking for properties in that location. And the property increased from 4.5 million naira to 10 million naira. By the time, my client had already bought 2 plots of this property. He bought them for 9 million naira. And then the people who came late bought at the rate of 10 million naira for a plot. Now, why am I saying this? He took advantage of this opportunity when it was very early. And I mean, I had access to this information. That was why I was able to share with him. So one of the things you should look out for is development in major locations, and this should not be overlooked because it's a key thing that most agents, in fact local agents, would not share with you when buying properties or looking for a place that will give you high return on investment. Another thing you should pay attention to when trying to find a property that will give you high return on investment is access to road. I mean, a property that has accessibility is not far from anywhere. I hear a lot of people saying this place is too far, and my question exactly is, far from where? I mean, you don't buy properties where you like. The most important thing to do when buying a property is buying a property where you would make high return on investment, where you would make money. So getting a property that has good access road is a good pointer to a place that will give you high return on investment. Another key thing I want you to note when buying a property that will give you high return on investment is the land topography. It's important to check the kind of land you're buying into. Is it a tableland? Tableland is actually a flat surface land, a land that does not have gully and all of that. When looking at buying a property, it's important to pay attention to the land topography. Be sure that the land you're buying has a good soil, so you don't have to spend a lot of money doing extra underground chaining, because it costs a lot of money to do underground chaining. So that's why it's important to know the soil type and the land type you're buying or investing into. Another thing to pay attention to when looking at buying a land that would give you very high return on investment is to pay attention to the government agenda for the location you're buying. I mean, it's no longer news that every land belongs to the government, and we need to be sure of what the government's plan and agenda is for the location you are buying into. When buying a property, it's important to know and understand the government agenda and plan for the location you're buying, so you don't buy or erect a building in a location that is meant for agriculture. These are the kind of things that causes demolition later in the future. Now, when the government is ready to do with the location what they desire, be sure that what you erected in that location is in tandem with the government's plan for the place, so you don't fall victim of those that have their buildings erected and get demolished after so many years. These are the sad truths that a lot of people would not share to you. Now, these are some of the information I share exclusively with those that join my pool of investors. These things may sound a lot simple, but a lot of people don't pay attention to these things because they feel the only thing they need to pay attention to is if the land has C of O. But that's the wrong thing to pay attention to first when looking at a property that would give you high return on investment without any issues. This information is what I share with my exclusive pool of investors. However, I have created and built a systematic process that helps them to get some of this information before they get to general public. And you can only benefit from this firsthand if you click on the link down below that will take you directly to my website, where you are going to fill in your name, your WhatsApp number, and your email address. After filling in your information, I'm going to share with you some exclusive property deals that would give you high return on investment, whether it's a land, it's a house, a buy and build property, or a land banking property that would give you high return on investment. Not just any kind of property, specific properties that has gone through some processes and have thoroughly researched on, that would give you high return on investment. Click on the link you can see attached to this video and you get direct access to me. Remember to stay subscribed to this channel for more educative real estate content and for more exclusive property listings that will bring your way in my next video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.